What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitico Response. We cover political news. We keep you up to date and keep you informed with everything that Donald Trump is doing. Yeah, we got an update, folks, to the documents case going on. Yeah, this case has been pretty much obliterated outright. It's still going on, mind you. Yeah, it's still kind of moving forward, but it's not really going to go anywhere, and I personally believe this case is going to be dissolved in no time soon because just all the hurdles, right? All the malfeasance from Jack Smith in this thing, right? All the missteps taken with the Jack Smith team mishandling the very classified documents that they're charging Donald Trump for mishandling, right? Trying to charge him with espionage because he didn't want to turn over his own records. Then come to find out that the 2 pallets of documents that were sent to Mar-a-Lago were actually held in a NARA facility down in Virginia for 6 months before they were shipped to Mar-a-Lago, and then 6-8 months later the FBI goes and raids Mar-a-Lago to get the very documents back. Then they remove the classified information, replace it with placeholders that they made up, stage a photo to leak to the press to make it look like, oh, look what Orange Man is doing. Orange Man bad. Remember that, you guys. Charging him with espionage is one of the most absurd things that I think that the DOJ has done in this particular case. Really, charging a former president with espionage for taking the presidential records home, right? They knew they could not get Donald Trump under the Presidential Records Act, so they had to charge him with espionage. It's just ridiculous what they're doing to this man. But let's get into the update right quick. This is going to be kind of a quick video, so sorry if you wanted a longer video. Cannon grants Trump's request to further delay classified documents case. The federal judge overseeing former President Trump's classified documents case granted his request to delay a few deadlines further so prosecutors can evaluate the Supreme Court's immunity ruling. Trump's lawyers on Friday asked Judge Aileen Cannon for permission to file more documents to argue that the former president should be immune from prosecution in the case, which he should. In their motion this week, Trump's team proposed a schedule that extends through early September, meaning a ruling wouldn't come until at least the fall. On Saturday, Cannon, a Trump appointee, said prosecutors and special counsel Jack Smith had until July 18th to respond to the Trump argument requesting for a delay, the New York Times reported. Cannon also postponed 2 deadlines in the case, which is only expected to cause a minor delay. Trump's lawyers say the recent Supreme Court decision that grants presidents protections for official acts should apply to the case, in which he is accused of mishandling classified records and attempting to obstruct the government from retrieving them after he was out of office. The former president's team asked Cannon to halt the case except for the pending request for the gag order. His lawyers also noted Justice Clarence Thomas's concurring opinion in the Supreme Court decision, where he questioned special counsel Jack Smith's motivation and authority. Smith argued that fallout from the Supreme Court decision doesn't apply to the documents case because he has not charged Trump over any official acts. The prosecution said the documents were taken and he tried to obstruct the FBI from obtaining them at his Mar-a-Lago residence after he was already out of power. The 6-3 ruling along ideological lines dismantles some of Smith's indictments of Trump, but prosecutors largely have dismissed the idea that the case should be thrown out entirely. There is no trial date set in the case. Cannon was criticized after she suspended the start date of the trial indefinitely after saying she needed more time to examine pretrial motions filed by Trump's team, asking her to toss the case. Yeah, so once again, further delays. This thing is just being slowly dismantled, right? It's already pretty much fallen apart. They're not going to get this case before November, and even after November, I think this case is going to be dismissed eventually. If not, there's going to be some sort of acquittal if it does actually go to trial, because once again, you know, all the evidence that has come out against Jack Smith, you know, all the malfeasance from the DOJ, It's just mind-blowing that they're still pushing forward with this case. But I do agree with prosecutors that the immunity ruling doesn't really affect this case much at all. This case by itself is just ridiculous and absurd. And this was one of the cases that, when it originally came out, I thought was the only one that had any sort of justification to it, right? You know, of course, a lot of the information that we have now wasn't out there. And a lot of the information we have now just proves, to me at least, that this case has been absolutely destroyed by the DOJ. Yeah, they nuked their own case by all the stupid crap that they did, right? Just absurd. It's just all absurd, if you ask me. But I just wanted to throw out a quick update to this thing right quick. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. That's all I got. I want to thank everybody for watching. And y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.